You ready? You ready?
The arena lights blazed down on the UFC cage, the atmosphere charged with electricity. The fans were buzzing, sensing they were about to witness something special. A battle between two men who weren't just here to win, but to make a statement. On one side stood Wade Groth, the warrior, a relentless force known for his toughness, his relentless pace, and his ability to walk through fire. Across from him was Alex Cheboub, a seasoned, unpredictable fighter with crisp striking, slick grappling, and a knack for turning chaos into opportunity. From the very first stare down, you could feel the tension. No smiles, no touch of gloves yet. Just two fighters locked in, mentally preparing for the storm ahead. The referee checked both corners, gave the final instructions, and the bell...
Unbelievable. He's going to put Cheboub through his paces. Another combination.
See, as he starts getting comfortable, he does fire them off regularly. Now Cheboub makes contact with one as Groth was moving backwards.
Rang. The crowd erupted. Wade came out in his trademark aggressive style, claiming the center immediately. He shuffled forward with measured pressure, eyes locked on Cheboub's every movement. Alex was light on his feet, circling, throwing quick feints to gauge the distance. The first exchange came fast. Wade flicked a jab to close the gap, followed by a hard leg kick that landed with thud. Alex responded instantly, whipping a sharp right hand over the top that connected cleanly. That shot didn't slow Wade down. If anything, it lit a fire. He charged forward, unleashing a quick three-punch combination. Jab, cross, hook, forcing Alex to back toward the fence. But Cheboub wasn't there to be bullied. He slipped out to the side, reset in the center, and peppered Wade's lead leg with a stinging kick of his own. The first minute was a test of wills. Wade tried to impose his pressure and power, Alex looking to counter with precision and movement. Then, out of nowhere, Wade exploded forward with a level change, driving Alex into the fence. He wrapped his arms around Cheboub's waist, looking for a takedown. Alex fought it off with strong underhooks, digging in a few short elbows to the side of Wade.
Getting his head out the way and firing off a punch of his own.
Groth looks so comfortable at this stage.
He does feint very well, but Cheboub, later in this round, Cheboub has started landing a couple of punches.
Throwing punches. Oh,
Wade's head. The crowd roared at the intensity. Breaking from the clinch, Wade went right back to work, throwing heavy leather. A looping right hand landed flush, and for a split second, Alex's head snapped back. Sensing a moment, Wade poured on the pressure, left hook, right hand, body shot. Each one thrown with fight-ending intent. Alex weathered the storm, using head movement and footwork to create just enough space to avoid taking the full brunt of the shots. Halfway through the first round, the pace was already brutal. Sweat was flying, the sound of each punch and kick echoing in the venue. Then Alex shifted gears. He timed Wade's forward movement perfectly and shot for a double leg takedown. The impact was solid, and Wade hit the mat for the first time. Alex wasted no time trying to pass Wade's guard, but Wade's scrambling ability shone through. He used a butterfly hook to create space, posted on an elbow, and got back to his feet to a huge cheer from the crowd. Alex greeted him with a knee to the body in the clinch, but Wade shrugged it off and went right back to stalking him down. In the final 30 seconds of the first round, both men stood in the center and let their hands fly. Wade landed a...
Fight! Fight!
how does Cheboub respond after Groth's impressive return to the hexagon? Groth with his tail up.
Cheboub looks like he's the one doing the stalking in the center of the hexagon.
Shot to the
crushing right to the body, followed by a left hook upstairs. Alex responded with a spinning back kick that caught Wade on the ribs. The bell sounded, and the crowd was on its feet. As the second round began, the intensity didn't dip for a second. Wade marched forward, throwing his jab like a battering ram. Alex was still moving well, but Wade's forward pressure was forcing him into more exchanges. Within the first minute, Wade landed a nasty uppercut that snapped Alex's head up, then followed a right hand that drew a gasp from the crowd. Alex, showing his own grit, fired back with a blistering three-punch combo and a low kick that nearly took Wade's legs out from under him. The two collided in a clinch again, And this time, Wade landed a short elbow that cut Alex just above the eyebrow. Blood began to trickle down, but Alex didn't flinch. If anything, it seemed to push him into another gear. The middle of round 2 was an all-out war. Wade attacked the body with hooks and ripped leg kicks that echoed through the arena.
Does look the fresher of the two, does Wade Groth.
Very, very busy. Looks like Cheboub is taking strain now. And again comes in Cheboub, you can never count him out.
So unorthodox. Always can spring a surprise. You can't ever underestimate him. And heaps of experience.
Alex countered with knees in the clinch and sharp boxing combinations. Every exchange had the crowd roaring louder and louder. Then, with about 90 seconds left in the round, Wade found a huge moment. He feinted a jab and came over the top with a crushing overhand right that landed flush on Alex's jaw. Alex staggered backward, his legs wobbling. Wade pounced, unleashing a furious barrage, uppercuts, hooks, and knees, but somehow Alex stayed on his feet. He clinched, bought himself a few seconds, and survived the onslaught until the horn. Both corners worked frantically between rounds. Wade's team urged him to keep the pressure, sensing that Alex was starting to fade. Alex's team told him to stay mobile, pick his shots, and look for counters. The third and final round began with both fighters knowing it could come down to these last 5 minutes. Wade charged out like a man possessed, throwing heavy shots from the first second. Alex answered with sharp counters, catching Wade with a clean.
Maybe just needed those couple of seconds just to take some big gasps of air. But Cheboub is now certainly being the aggressor. He's coming forward. Tries the uppercut at Cheboub and he catches a left for his troubles.
Clean right cross that snapped his head back. But Wade wouldn't be denied. He kept pressing forward, cutting off the cage and ripping shots to the body. Every body punch seemed to take a little more out of Alex. Midway through the round, Wade landed another brutal overhand right that sent Alex reeling. This time, he didn't let him off the hook. Wade trapped Alex against the fence, unleashing a storm. Hooks to the head, hooks to the body, knees up the middle. Alex tried to fire back, but Wade's volume was overwhelming. The referee hovered close, ready to step in if Alex couldn't defend himself. Somehow, Alex kept moving just enough to avoid a stoppage. With a minute left, both fighters dug deep into whatever reserve they had left. They stood toe-to-toe, trading bombs, neither willing to back down. The crowd was deafening. Every punch landed drew roar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wade Groth is back with a back. That was insane. The kick landed and pushed it back. He got some spring off of the back of the fence, moved it forward, and he had so much force behind it right hand.
Every counter brought gasps. The final seconds were pure chaos. Wade landing a left hook, Alex answering with a straight right. Wade coming back with a knee to the body, Alex firing a spinning back fist. The horns sounded, and the arena erupted in applause. When the judges' scorecards were read, the decision was unanimous. Wade Groth's relentless pace, his constant forward pressure, and his fight-ending power had earned him the win. Alex Cheboub had given everything he had, showing incredible heart and durability. But tonight belonged to the warrior. The two fighters embraced in the center of the cage, sharing a moment of mutual respect after 15 minutes of pure battle. The fans knew they had witnessed something unforgettable, a fight where skill, heart, and sheer willpower were on full display.